Hi everybody, Ben here, Artless Ordinary. So, I wasn't sure what I was going to do today, and then my new paints arrived. So, I got my new colours of Americana Decor Metallics. So, I got deep sapphire here today. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful colour. I got a few other colours. I also got amethyst, berry, emerald, and what's the last one? And garnet. So had to order them from overseas, so they took a little, well, it didn't take that long to get here actually. But so I am going to do another pearl pour. So I did one yesterday, but yesterday I used the extreme sheen, which kind of sat on the top and didn't give me as many pearls. But I know that when I use the silver in the Americana Decor Metallics, I get pearls. So I'm going to use this and see how it works. Like I say, this is me having fun. I do what I want to do because I enjoy it, and hopefully it turns into a wonderful art piece. If it doesn't, oh well, can't always get it right. So the colours I'm using are mont, marte, garnet, which is a semi-opaque or semi-transparent. Mont, marte in pink, which is an opaque colour. Then I have black and white. And then I have the metallics in it's called deep sapphire, this one. So the mixtures are, for the two pinks, the black and the white, is 25 grams paint and 50 grams floetrol, Australian floetrol. For the Americana, the decoart Americana metallics, it is, this time I did 25 grams paint and 25 grams floetrol. So this is 1-to-1. The Mont Marte paints are all 2-to-1. So I'm hoping to get a nice sapphire pearls over the top of a pink and black artwork. So we'll just have to do it and hope it all turns out great. So first of all, we just give it a tiny stir. These weren't made that long ago, so I don't need much. We're just putting a little bit of the pink at the bottom. Then I'm going to go some sapphire. Always stir the metallic well before you pour that in. Now, we want to pour this from a height because we want it to smash into the paint. Don't need to put very much in for the bottom layer. Then we will go some normal pink. And again, pour it up high, smashes into the paint. Then we will go some black. I won't go white on top of the black. I'll go the carmine again. Did I say this was carmine before? I don't know. Sorry if I... And we're going to go pink. Then we're going to go some metallic. Then we'll go some white. Now it's just a matter of keep pouring them in from a height in different colours. Doesn't always matter what order. Just keep mixing it up, but I am going to keep the black and the white it's not that easy, because as you can see, there's a lot of black sitting on the top. So even when I put the white in, it's going to actually hit the black anyway, but that's okay. And then we'll go some metallic. I might go the rest of the white now. Another little midgie in here today. I don't know how they get their way into the house. I get rid of them, and the next day I seem to find more have found their way into it. So now I'm going to use up the rest of the black. So this works well when I use the silvers, the pewter, the tin, but I haven't used colours before. This is the first time I've been able to get hold of colours. So we are just going to do our best, and I believe I should get the same type of reaction, but you never know until you try it. So we're just going to do our best. It's a gorgeous colour, absolutely amazing. Going to go the pink. So I use a paper cup for my pouring cup, because I can kind of, if you had silicone cups, that's fine. But I use the paper cup because I can kind of squeeze it out of shape a little bit into a spout. So this is a reasonable amount of paint. It will cover the canvas quite easily. This is a 12 by 16 canvas. And I do have a corner catcher because I am going to use that as well. Sometimes I find when the metallics are there, I don't want to lose too much of the metallic. And it also gives me the opportunity to keep as much paint on the canvas as I can, and then I can tip off what I don't like if I want to, and if I like it, I just keep it as it is. And I'm going to do a straight pour. So the middle should be about here. So if you wanted to, you could try covering the canvas. I haven't done that before. I don't know if I'd get the same reaction with the pearls or not if I did a layer at the bottom to help it flow. So I haven't done that. I know this works this way, so if I know something works and I get good results, I tend to stick with it. Sometimes you might want to do an experiment to try something a little bit different. But I kind of do this because I like the results I get from this. I get a pour that I am usually quite pleased with. Okay. Okay. And again, what an awesome looking cup. So these metallics kind of make all the other paint in the cup shimmery. Not every single inch of it, but quite a lot of it. So as you can see, there's not much pink. It's virtually blue and black with some other colours. As it gets stretched, more colours will show. Go away, Midgie. He's got to go in my painting. I know it. So we're going to pop the bubbles. That's the bubbles that are there for the moment. Now we're just going to let it settle a little bit longer. More bubbles are going to rise to the surface now that we've popped them. So we will torch again before I do too much tilting. Just going to let it hold it this way a little bit because it's getting close to the edge on my side. So I can see pearls already, but they are on the edges and they're probably going to be tipped, either tipped off or scrunched up into a corner when I do the corner. So they end up being rolled over. So hopefully I will get more pearls pop up after. Yep. Tons more bubbles again. Alright, that'll be enough for now until I finish the painting, and then I'll torch again. I try to get rid of most of them so then I don't get too many like tiny bubble holes after I've started tilting, but it happens. So we hold our corner catcher here and we're going to move the paint slightly down this way. And once it gets close to the edge, we're going to try and go to the corner without losing too much. I'm going to start losing some over the edges. So we're going to move it a little bit quicker. Come on, paint. Get there, get there. Okay, in the corner. Bring it back. Take the corner off. Put it over here. So just make the paint move slowly at first. You can control it a reasonable amount at first. Then once it starts going over the edge, I go a little bit quicker to get it into the corner without losing too much. Then I go back and I take the corner catcher off. I don't take the corner catcher off until I've got the weight of the paint moving out of the corner. Okay, now bring this around, not over the top of the canvas. Always remember that. So, over here, watching where the weight of the paint is. And then we're going to slowly bring it up and into this corner. Starting to go over the edge. So I think this is actually going to be quite blue, similar to last night's one. Less pearls and more surface colouring. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just a little bit different. So maybe I should have either put more paint at the bottom of the cup and less of the metallic at the top, or I'm actually not 100% sure. I'll have to watch back my videos of how I did the silver ones. It could just be the way the paint behaves, being a colour instead of silver metallic, but a coloured metallic. Okay, now I'll get rid of this. Put this right over here in the corner. It's not needed anymore. And now I'm just going to bring the paint there. Now I'm going to check my corners. That's pretty good. Tiny bit in this corner. Alrighty. That's looking good. Now I'm just going to move my paint around and see if I can get any effects. Do I want to tip a corner off? Yes or no? This is the challenge. Just watch what you're doing, because you can alter your picture. I may tip a little bit more off this corner because I do have a little bit left on the canvas, but I don't want to go too far with it. Just see if doing that actually brings up some more pearls or not. But see how I got the center started to go off? So now what it has done is it's stretching that center. Instead of it moving, it's more stretching it over. So I'm actually going to keep it up there in the corner a bit more, I think. Let me see. Sometimes you just got to move it around a little bit until you like whereabouts you have it. Maybe there, I think. It's hard because I've got really cool effects down here. And then I've got this center part up here. And is that how I want it to stay? Do I want to bring it across more? Bring it back. I think maybe there. I think I went a little bit too far off the corner with this, where it kind of made that partly go over. It's not bad. I just wondered whether I should have tried to have kept that center part on the canvas a bit more. Who knows? So one other thing I'd like to mention is, if you are going to do this, I do these on trays, like these plastic trays. This tray was still had some of the paint on it from a pour I'd already done. When these trays are dry, you just peel the plastic off. If it's a completely clean and dry tray, any of these bits that come off the edges that flow over, there's heaps of metallic in that. I do have little wooden shapes like butterflies and things like that. You can dip it into those bits of the paint that come off the sides. I won't this time because it's also sitting on slightly wet paint from another pour. But if it was dry paint and I'd peeled it off, then I would actually dip it in, because they are pretty cool. I've got some nice butterflies and love hearts that I've had dipped into the metallics. So we're going to pop bubbles. You don't want it to get close and burn the paint or anything. We are just getting rid of bubbles. I might try from a high area and see if heating up the paint brings up any more effects. While I'm moving it constantly, I'm not actually keeping it in one spot. So when you use the paint for the first time, you're kind of learning how it behaves a little bit. I believe I've actually gotten very, very similar effects to what I got last night. The only issue I found, so last night's pour was completely amazing, but the photos just don't do it justice. You can't see all that shimmer in it. You can't see everything. The camera doesn't always pick up the colors as intense. So from a photo point of view or a video point of view, you might go, that's all right. But in real life, it's magnificent. See, even here, nearly this whole artwork is metallic. The only bits I can see that haven't got any shimmer in them at all is this little bit of black here and this little bit of solid black here. Even the pink in this area here, all this blue, all this pink, it's all shimmery. It's all got metallic in it. To what level, that is different. When it dries, you actually see the levels of metallic a little bit easier. So this is creating more effects as it goes. These are kind of growing and pushing into each other. I can see even through here, there's kind of like pearls popping up, but not circular pearls, kind of like meteorite shaped pearls, all different shapes and doing their thing. I like this. I wasn't sure if I was going to get normal, lots of blue underneath, lifting up through the pink, but it actually seems like the blues decided to sit on top again. Maybe the colors do that, maybe my ratios, maybe the way I put it in the cup. This is all part of what happens. You have to do things a few times and see how it behaves. I will be pausing this now and we will see what develops. So that is the best way to go about it. So let's pause. And we are back. So there has been some slight developments, not a huge amount, but there's really good colouring. Like a lot of it's quite blue, but we've got purple kind of where the pink and the blue have mixed and runs down through here. We've got grey over here. Got a nice patch of pink. It turns purplish through there and across through here. Kind of got a cell happening there. And we've got more stuff happening over here. There is pearls developing. They are more so on the edges than on the actual top of the canvas, because there's so much pearls already there that they're kind of all just intermingled and joined. I would like to try this without actually using a corner catcher and actually tip off a lot of the paint and see what happens then. That would probably be a nice little test run to see whether that gives me slightly different effects. But I will bring you down for a close-up. And there we go. This is what I see from my angle. I think that looks pretty cool. Very galaxy-like. It's a nice blue colour. So here we go. So you can see there's all different little effects happening through there. Streaks and pearls. And as we come up, there's heaps and heaps of the blue metallic. Making pearls, making colours. There's that little cell. And we go across the top and there's more. Look at the purple that's come through from the pink and the blue mixing. We got lines. Here's the main center point. That is not in the center, which is good because I don't always want them in the center. And then look down here. I've got more of that, like where it looks like cracking, but it's not. It's completely smooth. It just looks like it's cracked because where the pearls have pushed the black in between each other and kind of, where's my fingers, kind of sandwiched the paint together. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, this is it. I'm really pleased. Different to how I was expecting again, but I was expecting more pink colour and black with pearls when it seems to have gone a lot more blue. So maybe I could either reduce the amount of blue or put it in a different order, or tip it off the edges and see what happens then. Lots of different things that you can actually do with a pour to give you different effects with a similar or the same paints and same ratios. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed that. So comment, like, subscribe, and share my videos. That really helps. Last time people shared, I got lots of new viewers and lots of new subscribers. So, well, when I say lots, I mean like 10, but that's thrilling to me. That's like a awesome day. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye.